Hey guys, we're out of Mallala again. I've got the TZ350 with us today and the MT07. Goal with the TZ after racing out at Sydney Motorsport Park. I had some issues with the ignitions and stuff back then, so I was keen to give it a run and make sure everything's all sweet, and maybe look at some suspension changes from what I've learnt on the MT07 and the moderns. Hopefully get a good few sessions on that, and then I'll jump on the MT07 in the afternoon and keep going on with that and cut some laps. So hope you enjoy the episode, guys.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
It's the shortest way. It's going that way. Go get the boys scrutineered for the morning. So take TZ first, let them go over it, and then warm them up.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground inside. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Yeah. Keep the sky.
A bit more TT2. Sweet. Alright, warm it up, get it up to temperature. Yeah. It's the first time riding a bike for a while now. Last time was at Sydney, the Eastern Creek, and I had some electrical issues of the CD box was failing, the black boxes. So I put new ones on, and it's fired up straight away. It's cold this morning, it's crisp, so I probably need to tape up the radiator, get it up to temperature. So I'll just take it steady, get a feel for it again. They're beasts of a bike, the 350s, and you can't go too radical right away. So I'll just take my time, get into the groove and get back on it. Yeah, so we're just warming up the 350. The last time I rode it, were having those electrical issues, but the TZs, the plugs foul up real easy. So, and they need a clear out. 2 strokes, you know, they can build up, and they need a good run and clear it out. I've been starting it up at home, and you know, I can just hear it's not crisp off the bottom. I think the plugs have probably got a bit of stuff built up over them. So we'll give it a good clean out, rev it out, and it should start sounding good. So. With the 2 strokes, we do a premix. So mixing we use a Maxima K2 oil. We find that's been working really well with the TZs. Plenty of oil through the crank and stuff and the pistons. So. Do 5 litres at a time, mix 5 litres at a time, and then keep a gauge on how much is in the fuel tank. Slipping. Oh yeah. I'll pull that apart and just clean them up, Dad. Nah, it was slipping.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean the engine sounded good.
Yeah, it cleared out alright. So we just did a plug chop. So plug chops are cutting out the engine at full RPM, and then Dad will have a look at the plugs and see how it was running. All good. Slipping a bit too much. Yeah, that's alright. It was all handling good. I'm happy with the brakes and stuff, and it was running out like the engine, but it was slipping. And these are a dry clutch. As soon as they get a bit of oil and stuff over them, they are knackered. So I've probably got a little bit of oil over just sitting there. So what I'll do, I'll pull the clutch out and clean the plates, and then hopefully it starts grabbing harder, and it just starts wheel standing this thing. It's sick to ride. So.
Yeah.
You have next or one after? This is green now.
Now, yellow could be the bearings. No. We'll get it.
Why did that come off? Did it? When did you take that out? Lost it. Kind of.
It's not going to
Great brakes.
Yeah.
But if I was on a brand new bike,
Just didn't want to. I think it was just slipping too much. I didn't want to.
no, it's no good frying it just for the sake of
Attention, this is a 5-minute call for yellow group. 5-minute call for yellow group.
All of it. Those.
Doing a clean drag.
Yeah.
It'll drop.
It's dry off.
It dries off pretty quick.
I'll scrub them on the concrete too, Dad.
Yeah. Why do you do that?
It just gets all of the grease and all of the shine off them. So we'll rough them up again, and then they should be able to grab to the fibre plates better.
Gonna show us the glazing, and then show us what they look like afterwards.
So there's glazing, a bit of blue there, and then when you rough them up, they start getting a bit of a crisscross, and it grabs onto the fibre plates better.
There you go. You can see the scratches in it, cross-hatching. All glazed. Bit of a shine to them.
slipping.
Slipping.
Mate, I know all about that. Shit, yeah. What I don't get, there's virtually the same stuff that goes in a wet plate, and it doesn't slip. You put it in the dry one,
And it always slips.
it's amazing.
I have to take my clutch out virtually every race
And do it.
and do this.
Especially on a race start.
I know.
On a race
It's only
start.
about 2 race starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A race start just loads them up so much, and then. But once you get them done, and like brand new fibre plates, oh, the clutch is awesome, right? But as soon as they get a bit of wear on them, it's all over with the TZ350. So that's just TZ life. Nah, this stuff, to do it by yourself and like not have a helper, it is hard. TZs are difficult to run. They're awesome bikes, and the feeling you get from them, there's nothing like a GP bike. But this is just the maintenance and upkeep that you got to do on these bikes. So, alright, we'll get it together. While the fairings are off, it's a good time to go over the nuts and bolts. Make sure there was no leaks, no oil leaks or water leaks. So I'll just sit around and look at the bike for a little while.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so just going over the nuts and bolts, just make sure there's nothing hanging off. It's always just good to check while the fairings are off. Actually, I need a lock wire, that one. That's a water bolt. And so when I put the new radiator on, you got to bleed this and that there, because they vibrate so much, can fall out and it's over. So I got to wire lock that. And that's exactly, I'm looking over the bike and you miss that stuff. Yeah, okay, so that was the first session on the TZ350. As I was saying, I hadn't ridden it for a while, so I'm always cautious. I normally do a lap and then I'll meet my old man in the pits. So just do a lap, get the bike up a temp, fill the brakes, but then meet him in the pits, and he just has a quick look over it while the bike's running, see if there's any leaks or water leaks. then I went back out again. But then that session, the clutch started slipping, so I knew something was wrong there. So I wasn't going to go pushing it. I wasn't going to go revving it out and wringing its neck, because when the clutch slips on these, the temperature starts going through the roof. So I just circulated, got used to the bike again, because it's completely different to the MT-07. Like 18-inch wheels. Avon's are really good tyres, but you know, nowhere near the grip and rubber of a 17-inch new Supercourse, the sort of thing. So just taking it easy, get used to the power again. And as we came in, so we took the fairings off, took the clutch off, but then that's a good time to check all the nuts and bolts and check all the lock wiring, as I found that little bolt. I've had that bolt unwind before, and that just shoots out the water and the temperature just goes through the roof, and if you're not quick enough to shut it off, it'll nip up and can chuck you off. So all those little things, especially on a TZ GP bike, you just got to slow down, just look at it, don't rush out for the next session, pull the fairings down and then have a look at the engine. That's what I've found the best way to slowly progress and start trusting the engine. So everyone's going to have their different ways of running them, and everyone's got different theories. Oh, you should be doing that, should be doing this, but that's what I've sort of gone through and what I've experienced. So I was just keen to show everyone what the process I do to try and get the bike reliable, ready for a race meet. Even because these vibrate so much, all the nuts and bolts are lock wide. So this is the clutch pressure plate, and they're only a 10mm bolt, but man, you don't want them coming out. So how annoying it is and time consuming, you've just got to put it back together and wire lock them. So
Like a mini turbo.
the water pump, yeah. So we did a plug chop, and what we'll do, we'll pull out the plugs, and then Dad will have a look at the colour of the plugs, and see how it was running. I know we're pretty safe on the jetting, but it's always just a process to do and learn.
It was the best thing I've ever done. The trouble with them is this. Starter motors, you know, the throttles, you've got to warm them up, mix fuel, and you can't just start and go.
I'll get the other one out. Andy, it's just on the richer side, which is exactly what we need for here. And just that brown, dark brown tinge, and just on the richer side to suit our cooler morning. We check our air pressure and temperature, and
We're safe.
we're very safe and nice for just without racing.
Because when you start going harder, you need the fuel.
Yeah.
So if it's showing it's lean now,
We'd be in problems.
we'll be in problems. So
when you start pushing up.
yeah. So we're safe. We know we can go a little bit harder, and the engine's going to be safe. It's not going to nip up.
Yeah. They're really nice colour. That's running nice.
Love the circuit layout, but the circuit quick job.
So what we've done is we've pulled the spark plugs and checked the colour on both cylinders, and both are running almost identically, which is really good. And what we do is we swap the plugs over and put it in the opposite side, just in case there's any slight variation. We'll pick it up in the plug colour. Next time we do a plug chop, we'll have a look at it again. That way we keep a really close watch on what the engine's running like and make sure it's running at absolute premium. So.
That's a lot different to ride. They're an armchair compared to the TZ. But, you know, it's good to comparison. You hop off the TZ and you're like, man, you can tell it's a GP bike. They're just so nimble and quick. Real good on the brakes. Outbrakes this, I reckon. So, yeah. Yeah, I love going back to the TZs, and especially the two strokes. You get a lot more roll speed. These, you rely on the engine braking and stuff, where that there, as soon as you accelerate off, it almost goes quicker because of the roll speed. So yeah, I love getting back on those two strokes. So I'll hopefully get out on my reverse cylinder soon as well. I've had some suspension work done on it, and once I get that back, I'll be doing some laps on that. So yeah, we've got the Nationals coming up in November, and so still a little bit away, but the time flies, and we need to get a bit of testing done on it. So as soon as I get the suspension back, we'll be doing some test days on that. So, well guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. What a day, man. The TZ was singing. It was good to get back on it and, you know, just go through the process of TZs. There's so much more maintenance and, you know, little things you got to check over on the TZs and historic bikes, but it was good to get it out again. We ended up having the clutch slipping and stuff, as you saw, so I think we'll just put a new fresh clutch in it, and that normally fixes that issue. But apart from that, handling wise, the bike actually felt pretty good and it was pulling well, so that's really ready to get on the racetrack and get out and go on. Getting back on the historic bikes and racing them, the two strokes are completely different to the four strokes. You know, you got the engine braking with the four strokes, and where the TZs, you'll be full throttle down a straight, you come off and the roll braking speed just almost accelerates the bike, and bang on the brakes, and yeah, the corner speed is so much better. So no, I'm interested to see what you guys think about the historics and stuff as well. What do you guys do with the TZ? Is there different systems that you do, or is seeing what I've gone through today, is there other prep stuff that I'm missing out on or not doing? Yeah, I'm open to hear what your thoughts are, and let me know some comments. And if you saw something I did today and was rubbish, just tell me. I'm happy to be straight up, and yeah, interested to see what your thoughts are. So in the end, got on the MT-07 again in the afternoon and did some good laps and feeling good on that. So looking forward to getting to the round 4 of the state titles coming up soon. So cheers guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. Subscribe, like and leave comments. You.